Have you ever felt that strange, inexplicable nudge? Like the universe itself is whispering secrets meant only for you. That sudden insight during a late-night walk. That unexplainable coincidence. The eerie alignment of events that makes you pause and ask yourself, am I imagining this, or is something bigger at play? What if I told you that the universe is constantly giving signs? Signs that most of us ignore, blinded by the noise of everyday life, by the routines we cling to, and the logical boxers we try to fit everything into. Tonight, we're going to peel back the layers of reality and explore the invisible threads connecting your life to the cosmos, revealing patterns and messages that are not only real, but profoundly scientific. Welcome to Cosmic Horizon Hub. In this journey, you will learn how to recognize the subtle signals the universe is sending, how to interpret them, and most importantly, how to stop overlooking the signs that could guide your destiny. From the moment of the Big Bang, the universe has been sending out signals in the form of energy waves, cosmic radiation, gravitational shifts, and even the alignment of stars. But the most fascinating signs are not the ones measured by satellites or detected in observatories. They are the signs imprinted in our daily lives, the coincidences that defy probability, the patterns and the chaos. Take synchronicity, for example, a concept first introduced by Carl Jung. Synchronicity is the simultaneous occurrence of events that seem meaningfully related but have no causal connection. Imagine thinking about an old friend you haven't spoken to in years, only to receive a message from them an hour later, or walking into a bookstore and finding the exact book you needed to read to answer a question you've been wrestling with for weeks. These events are not random. They are signals. Some might call them luck. Some might call them fate. But the scientific perspective suggests they are far more profound. They are the universe nudging you toward insight, decisions, or growth. Consider the stars above, scattered across the night sky like fragments of frozen fire. Each star is a nuclear furnace, a beacon sending electromagnetic signals across unimaginable distances. When we align our observations with the constellations, we are engaging in a form of cosmic communication that predates human civilization itself. Our ancestors read the skies to guide agriculture, navigation, and even social structures, interpreting patterns as messages from the cosmos. Today, we may dismiss astrology as pseudoscience, but at its core, it represents humanity's attempt to recognize patterns in the universe and use them to make sense of our lives. And while the modern scientific lens may reject the mystical explanations, it cannot deny that our brains are wired to detect patterns. Our survival depends on it. Coincidences are not always coincidental. They may be the universe presenting data points that your conscious mind is yet to process. Now, here's a twist that may shock you. Quantum physics suggests that at the subatomic level, reality itself is probabilistic. Particles exist in a state of superposition, meaning they can occupy multiple states simultaneously until observed. Some researchers propose that our consciousness may play a role in collapsing these probabilities into reality. If that is true, then the seemingly random signs we experience could be influenced by our awareness, our intention, our focus. In other words, the universe isn't just sending messages passively, it might be responding actively to our perception. This raises an astonishing possibility. The more attuned we are to subtle cues and coincidences, the more the universe can guide us, almost like a feedback loop between consciousness and the cosmos. Let's take a closer look at real-life examples. Scientists studying complex systems have noticed that chaotic systems like weather patterns, ecosystems, and even stock markets exhibit what is called small, seemingly insignificant events can trigger large, meaningful changes. Imagine a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil and setting off a tornado in Texas, a famous butterfly effect. Now, replace the butterfly with your actions, your thoughts, and your observations. Every choice you make, every moment of awareness, can interact with a larger cosmic system, creating ripples that return to you as signs. Ever wonder why certain opportunities appear at exactly the right time, or why certain people enter your life, seemingly by accident? These are not accidents at all. They are the universe responding to a complex web of interconnected events. Here is something even more mind-bending. Researchers in neuroscience have found that our brains constantly detect patterns, even in noise. This is called apophony, a tendency to perceive meaningful connections where none may exist. At first glance, it seems like a flaw, but in reality, It is one of our greatest evolutionary assets. Our ability to see patterns allows us to interpret signals, anticipate danger, and navigate the world. When combined with the universe's own patterns, this skill allows us to recognize signs that others overlook. Think of it like tuning a radio. Most people leave their receivers on static, hearing only the mundane. But when you adjust the dial carefully, you catch faint frequencies, the subtle whispers of the universe guiding your path. And it doesn't stop there. The universe communicates not only through events and coincidences, but also through the environment and nature. Trees, for example, follow an ancient rhythm called circadian patterns, reacting to light and dark cycles in ways that mirror biological clocks in humans. Observing these patterns can provide insight into timing and decision. Ocean tides, driven by the gravitational pull of the moon, create regularity that has influenced life on Earth for millennia. By paying attention to these cycles, we begin to understand that signs are often embedded in rhythms, patterns, and structures that we normally take for granted. There is a hidden language in nature, a cosmic Morse code waiting for those willing to listen. Let's talk numbers. Did you know that the probability of witnessing certain coincidences is far lower than most people realize? For example, the chance of meeting someone who shares your exact birthday in a group of just 23 people is over 50%. This is the famous birthday paradox. But when applied to more complex coincidences, like meeting someone who not only shares your birthday but also your exact profession, hometown, or life situation, odds become astronomically smaller. Yet these events happen, not by chance, but as evidence of underlying order, of patterns, encoded into the universe, patiently waiting for us to notice them. Here's where it gets even stranger. Experiments in parapsychology and consciousness studies have suggested that human intention may influence outcomes in ways we don't yet fully understand. While controversial, some controlled experiments have shown that focused intention can affect random number generators, suggesting that our minds may have subtle effects on the physical world. If these studies are accurate, then signs from the universe could be partly a reflection of our own consciousness interacting with reality. The universe may be less like a clockwork machine and more like a conversation partner, responsive, subtle, and infinitely complex. Visualize this. A vast cosmic web, stretching across billions of light years, each node a galaxy, each filament a pathway of gravitational influence. Now imagine that your life is a single thread within this web. The vibrations of your thoughts, the choices you make, the synchronicities you notice, they all resonate along this web. Occasionally, the vibrations return to you as signs, nudges, and moments of clarity. Ignoring these signs is like ignoring a lighthouse in a storm, potential guidance lost, opportunity missed. Recognizing them, however, is akin to catching the current in an ocean of probabilities, steering toward your intended destiny. But why do most people ignore these signs? The answer is deceptively simple. Distraction. Modern life bombards us with constant information. Screens, notifications, and noise. Our attention is fragmented. Rarely do we pause, reflect, and connect the dots. And even when we do notice something unusual, we often dismiss it as coincidence or luck. Yet, those who cultivate awareness, mindfulness, reflection, careful observation, begin to perceive a deeper narrative, a story being written around them by the universe itself. These individuals often report uncanny timing, meaningful coincidences, and sudden insights that seem impossible to explain. They are the listeners, the interpreters of cosmic signals. Now, let's bring it down to actionable steps. How can you start noticing the universe's signs today? First, cultivate awareness. Slow down. Observe the world with curiosity, as though every event, every encounter, is a potential message. Second, pay attention to patterns. Are there repeated numbers, themes, or coincidences appearing in your life? Third, trust your intuition. Often, the first instinct is the closest to the universe's nudge. And finally, reflect on signs. Keep a journal, note the strange alignments, and over time you'll begin to see a pattern, emerge a personal map of guidance that is uniquely yours. Here's another twist. Signs from the universe are not always obvious or comforting. They can manifest as challenges, obstacles, or moments of discomfort. Think of them as cosmic tests. If you navigate them successfully, They redirect you toward growth, insight, or new opportunities. In essence, the universe speaks in riddles, using both joy and struggle to convey meaning. Those who ignore these signals often find themselves repeating the same patterns, encountering avoidable pitfalls, or missing opportunities for transformation. Those who heed them discover a life aligned with a deeper order, a flow that feels almost magical. Finally, it's important to note that the universe's signs are universal. They do not discriminate, no matter who you are, where you are from, or what you believe. Subtle patterns, coincidences, and cosmic nudges exist for you. They are the threads of connection between your consciousness and the larger cosmos. By learning to observe, interpret, and respond, you enter a dialogue with reality itself, unlocking a deeper understanding of your place in the universe. So, the next time you feel a strange coincidence, a subtle nudge, or a moment of uncanny alignment, pause, look closely. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Where is it guiding me? Because the truth is, the universe is constantly communicating, constantly guiding, and constantly providing signs. The only question is, will you notice them? Or will you let them pass by like fleeting shadows? If you found yourself questioning the patterns in your own life, or if you've ever experienced a moment that felt like a cosmic sign, I want to hear your story. Comment below and share your experiences. Hit the like button if this video made you see the universe in a new light. And don't forget to subscribe to Cosmic Horizon Hub to continue exploring the mysteries, patterns, and hidden truths of the cosmos. The universe is speaking. Make sure you're listening.